Little early stream because got stuff at 3. This is not Katawa Shoujo as it says. This is Katawa Crash, as you can. It's Katawa Crash is a Flash game that came out in 2011, was in development through 2013. That back when people really cared about Katawa Shoujo, and it is a fan game of that game, and also of Katawa Crash, which is an even older Flash game, one of those like launching games based on the Eroge visual novel Cross Channel. So yeah, it's kind of a mashup of two older anime culture things that were like already relatively niche. It was back when people were just like making Flash games and putting them online. I have fond memories of this thing. And it seems like a good way to like kill some time until, gotta go. Let's just boot it up. It'll be very obvious what's going on. Full of weird old in-jokes, I'm sure. First we gotta start a profile, because this thing has achievements. This weird little one-off Flash game has achievements. So do it. See, select it, and there we go. It's got your classic launch game launch. Oh, and hit the button. Oh, you gotta actually hit the button. Most of the stuff in this game you can just click anywhere, but this one you gotta hit the button. So press and hold, and you press it once, it sets the angle. You release, it sets the power. 16.6, 90, not great. There we go. Launches you. Genji is bad, he shoots you like right into the air. Take your power. Now you can see I haven't actually been doing anything after launching, it just goes. But there are things you can do. When you're going down, you go on screen like this. Oh, I missed it. That guy is real bad. He slows you down. There's stuff on the left side of the screen. When you're going down and you're on screen, you can click and use up Amisha. You start with 3 of them. You can get them, and it knocks you into the air, gives you some extra velocity. When you bounce off the ground, you can click and you get an AED, and it knocks you down into the ground. That just recharges. Pigs you accumulate, and that normally when you bounce on the ground you lose velocity, but if you have a pig you don't. Alright, the white lab coat teacher, he resets your I believe he resets you to 45 degrees. Hanako skips the next person. Getting a little low on velocity, so I'm gonna use Nisha. Yeah, it's just a fun, like, time killer game. Most of the regular girls, you run into them and they just, like, knock you into the air. Yeah, there's a gauge at the right side where the different girls light up, and one girl lights up when you hit a different girl, and it's under special, and it's, there's a guide out there. People wrote guides for this, for, like, who lights up who. But anyway, that means that you get their special attack, which is like what you saw. Yeah, it's coming back to me. Okay, then there you go. You get Shizune? I don't know, the why does she need glasses if she's deaf girl. You run into her, and that ends your run. You can see the game was like still in development. It was like 0.36. So the game was never reached 1.0. So, and that way it was kind of ahead of its time. You know, the perpetual beta game. Anyway, total distance 2040, max height 98, 43, object struck. Yeah, it tells you like how many things you hit, how many special, and then there's some stuff that was like placeholders for stuff that was going to be programmed in later. The authentication code. I don't think it was an intentional like joke to have the word to have the placeholders be parentheses disabled, but like it kind of works. Anyway, you can see there's achievements. Yeah, a lot of these are all things that like a lot of pretty basic stuff. The achievements down here are like the ones up here are like pretty basic. The ones here are like ones you accumulate or like weird interesting stuff. And the ones down here are like the special ones. They don't tell you how to get them. A couple of them were never implemented, so you can't actually get every achievement. I believe I don't remember which ones. I think there were like 2 that weren't implemented. I'm Here to Save Flash Gaming was one of the ones that wasn't implemented, and like I think it was like going to be like some kind of like joke about Yamacon, because like when this game was being developed was when he did his whole I'm here to save anime thing, like what he did his whole like when he was working on Fractal, and like he tried to start beef with like Studio Shaft of being like, well, my show's gonna be a way bigger deal than your show. Like, we'll see whose show comes out on top. And Fractal sold very poorly, and the Shaft show in question was Madoka. So, as usual, Yamacon made an ass of himself. Anyway, no achievements yet. It's kind of the way you go. You just like keep going back in. Oop. Good angle, release. Yeah, it's a much better launch. Yeah. Oh, seemed like a good launch, and maybe you just don't get a lot of energy at first. Like, right. Yeah, I don't know what the steamroller is other than a JoJo reference. And I'm not like doing the is this a JoJo reference? I'm pretty sure it was like actually a JoJo reference. Is like, yeah, this is old 4chan. They would have been making JoJo references all over the place. The background music, one of the openings to Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. Again, that was a meme at the time, was like arguing over the Zetsubo Sensei openings. I believe the consensus was Roomba is better than Bure, is better than Ringo, is better than Roomba. It goes in a circle. Basically, the joke is like, they're all good. It just kind of loops like that. There is some other like insert music in this game. It's not just this one. Yeah, also, this game is very copyright infringing, if you couldn't tell. It's full of guest characters. You can see Nerve scrolling by in like the creeper face. Oh yeah, the thing over the special bar is just like the next 3 people. No. Yeah, I should use my AED more, because like that just recharges. But also you kind of have to like know what you're going for. Panic. Got the Misha head that pops up, and like something different happens if you run into someone while there's a Misha head. Gonna get some extra energy. Oh yeah, the Kefka laugh, that too. Like, it is a real like game of like spot the reference. All right, enough of that. I think something real special happens if you can hit Misha while the Misha head is at. I believe that is how you get unlimited drill works, which, well, we'll get to that when we get to it, and we probably won't get to it because it's pretty rare. Yeah, Rin's got her statue with Super Saiyan hair. Yeah. Okay, there we go, clone capture. Gendo captures clones, and I just knocked myself into Shizune. I would have done better just not doing anything. You get an achievement. Okay, 65 meters per second. That's a very simple one. Just keep going back in. Boom. Yeah, you can just like kind of like watch. You can take a more... Hey, the skill shot. I don't know how you get the skill shot, but I got it. I think you just have to get like a kind of decent angle plus a kind of decent speed. Oh, okay, there we go. Touchdown Thurman Thomas. This is a fun one. This game has like a lot of special events. What I think would be cool would be like a Mugen style like launch game where people can just add their own characters. Yay. Touchdown Thurman Thomas was also a meme at the time. Most things in this game were memes at the time. Hey, all the sound achievement. This is one of... Okay, most of this game, you can just launch it and leave that. This is one of the few things in the game where you're actually required to click. Oh, you get a nice takeoff on that. Like, hey, Zetsubo girls, what should I use if I want a vacuum robot that'll go around my apartment to clean it? Zetsubo girls, what's the robot? Oh, I was gonna wait for them to say Roomba, 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 but yeah, they ruined my joke. Nice job, Zetsubo girls. You left me in despair. Actually, that's pretty appropriate. I don't remember who she is or what her connection to Cthulhu is, but there it is. I'm trying to remember what my record on this game is. I think it was like 120,000 something. It was more than this. I feel like you could pretty easily, you know, program something to autoplay this. Like, that's gonna be the new salty bat. Yeah, I don't remember how most of this stuff works, but like, I used to have a pretty good handle on it, and like, maybe I should have put the wiki up in another window, but, you know, whatever. There's just, like, a weird one-off thing. I don't even remember. Yeah. Not enough Katawa points. The joke is there's no such thing as Katawa points. That was their April Fool's joke one year, was they were like, we're going to put in DLC. And, like, they announced that, they would... they announced microtransactions. It'd be like, we're going to put in extra routes, but like if you want to get the Misha route, like, you have to spend Katawa points. And there's, you know, obviously, like, you'd have to pay for Katawa points. Yeah, the heart, this background does, I believe, nothing. It just, like, erases it, because at the time everyone was making fun of that one panel from Bleach that was just a blank page with the word "the heart." If you get the art teacher when you have the heart, he'll put the background back and there's an achievement for it. Yep. Yeah, this whole thing is just like part of just like a trip down memory lane to my histories. You know, I'm kind of like a reformed 4chan kid. And there's a lot of parts of it I'm glad to be rid of, but, you know, weird stuff like this, I kind of glad I got to experience this, you know, odd part of the odd stage of internet culture. No, I never had like the anonymous mask. You know, I did kick around Occupy a little, but, like, I was never, like, one of the, like, weird, like, anon anarchist kids. I'm heating up. I think if you get, like, 3 good boosts in a row without landing, then you catch on fire. Oh, why did I launch that? Lily is one of the ones you want. Also, I probably just have, like, worse reaction times than... I thought I could nail the Misha thing. Yeah, I don't remember what the reference is from that. Also, we got a T-Rex from Dinosaur Comics with the guitar in the background. That... Oh, there's this... I think it's the Space Needle. I think that's the Seattle skyline. Could be Toronto. Oh. Okay, I forget how you do that, but we have lit Rin in a bin. See if we can find Rin and put her in a bin. Cause like that was another meme, was Rin in a bin. The joke was that I was so close. If I just waited a little on that. But, yo, the joke was that, like, Rin has no arms, so if you put her in a bin, she can't get out. It was a very particular... Oh, well, I refreshed my Rin in a bin. But, yeah, it was a very, let's say, particular sense of... God, I almost got the Misha. See if I nailed it. Nope. Nope. By the way, Rin, best girl, fight me. Yeah. I keep doing it early, but, like, I do want to get that, there we go. Get it? It's Rin-eye circulation. There we go, we're on fire. Anyway, Rin in a bin is an extra life. Rin in a bin is good. Rin in a bin is love. Rin in a bin is life. Also, I feel like it's a testament to the fact that Katawa Shoujo came out in, like, what was it, 2009 or something like that? It's been... But anyway, the fact that it was, like, a different internet era... Oh, right, Misha gives us extra Mishas, of course. You can't see your special. I think they just never put in art for it, but then people were like, it's like, you're special, you can't see it because she's blind, right? And people was like, yeah, that was totally on purpose. But, anyway, the thing about how, like, Rin is a painter with no arms, so she paints with her feet, and, like, I feel like if that game had come out in 2018, then, like, the whole, you know... People would have really, like, played up the feet thing. Alright, we got a good, that. Yeah, it's she. She's, you know, for Persona reasons, you get her and you have to click real fast and it'll, like, it cycles through the tarot cards, like, I think it's like 1 per frame or something ridiculous like that. But anyway, you click and, like, you get one, you get the effect of it, but if you don't click fast enough, you just get the Fool, which is that. Also, I swear that one line, like, I always hear it as... There we go. Renai circulate. Anyway, that one line, I always hear it as toking on a Tuesday. Which, shit, I should find out, like, the next time April 20th falls on a Tuesday, and just, like, clip that, wow, doing good. Clip that section of the song, and just, like, put the text toking on a Tuesday. That is, that is a joke that's going to, wow, I'm getting all kinds of stuff. That is a joke that's going to take, like, a while to pay off. I got time. Let me... I actually want to, like, look at that while I've got... while I'm flying. But... Okay, see, I don't even remember what Superfluid is a reference to. Yeah, some real, like, scintillating gameplay here. Katawa Crash is esports. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just going to, like... Yeah, I think I'm actually, like, going... I kind of want to make that and just, like, go into TweetDeck and do, like, schedule tweet for, you know, however many years out it is. Aw. I was hoping to get to 20k. That's the thing about this game. No matter how good you're doing, it only takes one misstep to end it. I mean, if you're paying attention, you can, like, stop it. But, I would have to actually be paying attention. Anyway, let's, a lot of achievements. Fuck it, 10 of them. I would say regular play, like, there might have been plans for different game modes. Characters. Yeah, a lot of these have, like, ways to get them in one run, or you can just accumulate them over time. Not... Yeah, I don't quite remember what, oh, Superfluid, like, is your, like, greased up or something? I don't know, I feel like there's a reference there I've forgotten. DP, that's self-explanatory, new... Super Mario, yeah. Yeah, that's just, like... No real deep cuts there so far. I want to find... And it looks like 2010 was the last time. Oh, there we go. 2021 is the next time. April 20th will be on a Tuesday. I feel like that's something where you do the, like, stupid bass boosted thing. Anyway, there we go. I've got a joke that I could make that will pay off in 2021. It's gonna be great. Yep. Yeah, it was for a long time. It was like, when's Misha Root? When's Misha Root? And the answer is when they make Katawa Shoujo Girls Side. Also, I don't think they ever... They left... There was a lot of stuff that they left, you know, ambiguous / questions they never answered. Because, like, all the... I think a lot of the Katawa Shoujo devs are, like, still online and, like, still post stuff. But, like, they don't have any interest in, like, answering every question. Like, they kind of all moved on to others. So I think some of them are still working together on things. But, I mean, Four Leaf Studios never made another game. It's kind of ridiculous that they even made, you know, the one game in the first place. Like, a 4chan project that actually accomplished something. It's also really funny that, like, when 4chan got together to make a game and actually succeeded, and you know, whereas Something Awful just had the Zyborn Clock, which is really just hilarious, just an incredible failure, kind of infamous. But it ended up creating the character of Johnny Five Aces, which is just like a really shitty concept drawing that has actually made it as an Easter egg in multiple real released games, because just like people from Something Awful with actual talent, with, you know, jobs in the game industry, decided to put it in as an Easter egg because they thought it was funny. He's in, Johnny Five Aces in Fallout New Vegas, and he's also in Brigador, and just like both his Easter eggs. And I think there might be another one. I don't remember, but he's, you know, like the modern Dopefish, basically. Just like people put him in their games as an in-joke. And, oh, there we go. 2 out of 2 clones. I just got to, find him one more time, and, we'll see some serious shit. Endo Akari, take the wheel. The Creeper, I recall, like, doesn't increase or decrease your speed, but it, like, sets your speed. It sets it to something, like, pretty low. But, like, sometimes that actually does mean increasing your speed. I almost had him, but, that happened. Yeah, freeze again. It's like a pretty tight window to, get that Misha. Oh, you just have to get anyone special to, trigger multi-ball when you've gotten, when you've actually gotten it, loaded up. Here we go. And this is multi-ball. This is, the song called Gold Dust, I think. I think it's some, like, specific remix of it. I'd have to look up the music credits. But there we go. There's, it's a song that's not Roomba. like that, you know, we name 10 songs that aren't Roomba. Gold Dust, Katawa Shoujo menu theme, Roomba. Also, no, it gets called. I know that it's like called something other than. Okay, yeah, there you go. When you lose one, then Pyramid Head comes and gets you. Here we go. That's not so good. This guy's gonna run out of steam. And, when you actually, when your speed gets to 0, you, safe. When your speed gets to 0, then, you're gone. Hell, and, the Ao Oni blue guy. I don't even... Yeah, what the fuck are they doing here? Yeah, a lot of the girls, they give you some, small amount of velocity, but also, change your angle. Which is, like, often good. So I'm on fire. The thing I was planning on streaming, and, probably will stream tomorrow, is Dicey Dungeons, which is a dice-based, which is a roguelike that's like has an interesting mechanic of the combat is all like stuff with like dice, like 6-sided dice, and like you put dice in slots. It's very board gamey, like. In terms of, you roll your set of dice, and, like, you have various items and weapons that, like, you put a dice on them, and they do something based on the number. And, like, some of them you need odd or even dice, so there's a minimum or maximum. It's a pretty interesting game. I'm in the early access. It's actually a 7-day roguelike prototype that became a free internet game that was getting like updates every 2 weeks, and it got to the point where the developer Terry Kavanagh, who's the VVV Super Hexagon guy, was like, you know what, I want to make this my next commercial game. So, but yeah, I was an early adopter. I was in the Discord, the Dice Cord, like doing like beta testing feedback when it was a free game. And so when we made a commercial game, we just gave free keys to everyone who was like into it when it was a free game. So, like, I thought it was pretty cool. Alright. Jump back in. But yeah, it just got a new update, which ended up being delayed by... Oh, come on. That's so... This is so sad. Alexa, play Ringo Moguro Beam. Yeah, that one's my fault, though, for not paying attention. But yeah, that's, Okay, see, I got her special, so that means he doesn't end my run. I forget what starts Rin in a bin. Anyway, the Risk cannons, you do play Risk with her in Katawa Shoujo. I do remember a lot of this Katawa Shoujo stuff because I did play 2/5 of the routes, plus the Kenji ending, which is the best bad ending. Yeah, I played the Lily route, Lily route was pleasant. It was, just like, it wasn't like super special, it was just kind of nice. And the Rin route, which I actually liked, a lot. Like, it was, like, kind of, you know... I did not expect, like, a sensitive portrayal of, like, mental illness and disability in, like, the cripple porn game, but that's what I got. Like, I don't know. That is, like... There we go. That is, like, one of my problematic faves, is the Rin root of Katawa Shoujo. Because, like, I won't defend everything about that game. I won't defend a lot of things about that game, but, like, I will, you know... I, like, will defend the portrayal of Rin. Like, he was a real great character. Yeah, Dicey Dungeons just got a new version that ended up being delayed, like, a lot, but worth the wait, it seems, you know, I'm hoping. Of course it was, like, because this was basically just, like, rewriting the game, like, basically from scratch. You know, it's, you know, after the last version, he got, like, an actual, like, musician and artist, because, like, it's gonna be a commercial thing, and, like, he wants it to, you know, look and sound good. He's using kind of, like, placeholder-y stuff, because, like, not really, like, either of those things. The artist... I forget who the artist is. The musician is Chipsel, who did the music for Super Hexagon. So... I'm looking forward to trying out this, like, new, you know, overhauled version with, like... And a lot of it was just implementing the new music and art and, like, rewriting the game engine. So, like, my understanding is that the gameplay... Actually, some stuff is... There's actually less stuff implemented because, like, just to get the new version out. But now that it's, you know, ported over to the new engine, you know, you can start you know, the content train is really gonna start rolling. I'm just not using that AED smartly. Not a Katawa point. Yeah, what am I doing? Misha? No. And that is the end. But yeah, that's what I'm planning on streaming. It's what I'm going to stream when I have, like, more time. Because, like, I really want to, like, dig into it. Because, like, it's a cool game. I want to show it off. Yeah, I want to do some actual, like, playthroughs of it. But, yeah, instead here's this. Little trip down, like, weird internet memory lane. Which, I mean, that's part of, like, why I'm streaming, honestly. Like, I want to show off these, like, weird old games and, like, indie stuff that maybe isn't on everyone's radars, maybe been kind of, like, forgotten. So, you know, keep it alive for, you know, new audience. Show people, like, hey, here's some stuff I think is cool, and, like, you know, evangelize and promote. Like, I'm not just in it. I'm not just, like, I'm not, like, trying to get famous, because then I just, like, do a popular game and, like, scream a lot. Like, I mean, that would be cool, but, I mean, the you know, having a lot of people watching would be cool. Like, the popular games and screaming, no. But yeah, just keep streaming, like, games I think are interesting. You know, 4 days a week until the end of time, or until I start classes again, which is going to be in, like, next month. I think I'll keep streaming, like, once I have other stuff going on and don't have as much time to kill, but, like, it might be more sporadic, or, you know, like, a reduced schedule, or you know, might be in the evening. Yeah, we'll see. Man. Yeah, I feel like it's an open question whether I do better at this game, if I just, like, didn't even play it and just, like, launched and just let go. Okay, I think the skill shot is probably, like, hit it around 100 meters. Also, I haven't seen Obama yet. Okay, now I remember. The Misha thing is like when you're, you know, your head pops up when you're, when your distance is a multiple of some number. Oh. Wow, that's a good angle. Thanks, game. It was an optimal trajectory. Yeah, 45 degrees is best for distance. Piggy, piggy, piggy. Oink, 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 oink. I swear I used to be good at this, you know, such as someone can be good at this. So yeah, this is the game. This is like basically all there is to it. There's no like no secret moves. There's just like other like special characters and like special events and stuff. Like there's content I haven't encountered yet, but yeah, the basic gameplay paradigm doesn't change. There's no no mini games. I do feel like, you know, Mugen style, like, riff on this game where you could, you know, import your own characters would, you know, be pretty, pretty reasonable. Probably be just, like, Unity asset files. You would have to make sure to get them from a trusted source, though, because, like, there's only so much sandboxing you can do in Unity, I think. But, and also, like, I am not, like, a security professional, so, like, if I ended up making it, like, I'd do my best to sandbox, but, you know, it would still be, like, don't get characters from somewhere you don't trust, because, like, you are, you know, basically running code from, you know, you download from someone else. Yes, ow, I forgot about that. Yeah. Get some extra velocity. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we got taken for a ride. Yeah, I think it's when your distance ends in like 20, you know, ends in like 20 through 30, then Nisha pops up. Anyway, yeah. Got Yukuri Mishai. God, no one knows about Yukuris anymore. That was just a whole other, like, meme thing. And then she blows up. So, yeah. Nisha took us for a ride. Ain't that grand? Yeah, something really great happens if, you know, if you trigger that by running into Misha. Like, the double Misha action is, mwah, it's something to behold. Go. Maybe I should have gone for that. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Also, like, my reaction times, like, skills were probably better in 2013 than they are now. Like, I think I've aged pretty well, but, like, I have aged as humans do. Maybe it's not even 20. Maybe it's like I don't know. It's some kind of like weird, you know, multiples of. I don't know. There's a wiki. Like Google the Katawa Crash wiki if you want to know. Google the Katawa Crash wiki was never a meme, although it sounds like it would be. Haha. Wait a minute. What if Misha had like Jack Nicholson's haircut? Then she'd have drill hair. Immediately punished for that pun. Okay. Who are we? Yeah, let's give it like I want to go do like one more good one and then call it. Like I said, got an appointment, taking my cat to the vet. You know, gotta go to my parents' house for that, because, like, I'm in an apartment, I can't, you know, have my cat here, and, like, she's real comfortable at my parents' house, because she's lived there for, like, a dozen years, so... No, Laser Eyes Do Not Want, I think that's a new one, so, yeah, just gotta, like, go take care of it. She's a very healthy cat, just, you know, better safe than sorry. I got Misha, but I didn't get Misha. There's a timing on it. I don't know what, like, the documented high score of this game is. Like, because it was Flash, so it was, like, very easy to just edit your score screen. But, like, I am curious what the highest score that's actually been, like, caught on camera is. It's a very, very tight timing to get the Misha. Well, it's probably not that tight a timing if you're moving slowly. Also, I'm just, like, naming these characters is, like, under the assumption that everyone knows who everyone in Katawa Shoujo is, which I suppose is, like, at this point in time, not totally reasonable. Yeah, that's Kenji. He's basically, like, your one male friend, because there's always the one male friend. He's, like, basically Dale Gribble, but, like, obsessed with the concept of a feminist conspiracy, which, yeah, it was like, it was funny, it was funnier at the time, like, that, I think I haven't gone back and played, but, like, given the, like, developments in online culture and 4chan culture specifically, I feel like the character of Kenji probably has not aged well. Like, you know, this game was made before, like, the whole, you know, before, like, Elliot Rogers and before, like, the whole, like, weird, fucked up incel thing was a thing. I mean, it was, you know, it was 4chan, people, like, still had, you know, even in like 2009, people on 4chan had like fucked up attitudes about women. But it was like less horrifying in its real world consequences than it is now. And I feel like Kenji has probably not aged well at all. Jeez, I should look up. I'm actually going to look up when the can't pay attention when the 10th anniversary of Katawa Shoujo is, because like that is actually going to be a thing. It would be funny if they just like secretly were working on Katawa Shoujo 2 and just like dropped Katawa Shoujo 2 on the 10th anniversary unannounced. Oh, never mind. It came out. I don't know why I was thinking 2009. Probably because this game came out in 2011, and like I assumed it must have like came out later. No, Katawa Crash actually came out before Katawa Shoujo did. It was like, I think. Let's see if I can find out, because the they released like, well, the Katawa Shoujo was based on just like a single page of like random character designs in the back of a doujin. People were like, let's make an entire game out of this. And they did put together and release a demo that was like Act 1, which was, well, no, there was the Act 1, the like promotional Act 1, and then there was also the beta version, which like is one of those things that's just floating around the internet. Like, it's not officially released, and like officially you're not supposed to be able to find it and play it, but like it's out there. But no, the original Katawa Shoujo was originally released January of 2012. So Katawa Crash actually came out before Katawa Shoujo, the full version, did. It was probably based on like the Act 1 demo. Okay, the original sketch was that Katawa Shoujo was based on was from 2000, and like that specific drawing became a 4chan meme in 2007. I'm just going by like the Wikipedia summary. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know this, that the high school from the game was taken from photos of Brown University. Okay. But at any rate, the 10th anniversary is actually like some years out. All right, give it one more shot, and then that'll be stream for today. Tomorrow, Dicey Dungeons. Really like dive into it. Little more substantial. Yep. Oh, wow. This is a bad angle. Yep. Okay, at least I got my angle good again. And okay. I was scared. I thought that like my final run would be like really just a wet fart. but instead it was a loud dry fart. Yay. Oh. Okay, that... Of course. Of course, I just launched myself into the end. I swear I wasn't, like, trying to kill the run for time or anything. But, check my achievements. Ah, here we go. That's what that one is. No, I've done it. I did do it. I have and did. You got just, like, all these, like, very basic things. Very calming. Really, let me see. There is a how to play. Just explains basic things about the game. I was gonna see if it had like a music list or like a credits list or anything. Anyway, it's you know, it's written as you'd expect from like a 4chan fan game. Like, nobody reads the help files. He's under your control. Coincidentally, he's doomed. Like, quote, an open-ended sort of game that lets you define your own goals, like scoring touchdowns or indulging your creepy deviant ballistics fetish. Ew. Yeah. Controls the mouse. I figured, oh, okay, it explains, it actually explains, like, the mechanics of these. Yeah, gotta be between 3 and 13 meters from the ground, so, like, use the Mishas and AEDs. So, yeah, pretty tight window if you're going fast, pretty lenient if you're going slow. Also, I'm not sure how, like, in Flash, I'm not sure how Flash handles, like, frame rates. I'm not sure if this game is, like, frame locked or not. Because Flash... I think Flash was, I think Flash wasn't, like, free-running. I think it did, like, go by... I do think Flash actually did, like, a Flash animation or Flash program actually was, like, did have a target frame rate. Because I remember poking around with Flash a little when I was, boy, much younger. And, you know, for the animation, it went by, like, keyframes. There's a timeline, and it was actually, like, by frame and not by, you know, milliseconds. So, it is probably possible to run into situations where there's, like, actually no window to use your ability because, there isn't any individual frame where you're within that window. Pigs. Print timer. Special animation, Roomba bonus. I think the Roomba bonus is just it says Roomba, Roomba, Roomba when they're singing that. Also, this the white bar above the special bar, I think that's another thing that was just never implemented. Okay, there we go. Just like basic character information for the normal characters and not for the special characters, because those are fun surprises. Yep. Yeah, there we go. Shizune shuts us down. The Rinemi and Lily launch us at various angles. The teacher slows you down a lot. I forget what the thing with the pigs was. There was something in the game about it. But, yeah, it's interesting that this game was, the first version of this game came out, like, before the full game of Katawa Shoujo and continued development after. There were other, like, features in development. There was, like, a beta version of version, 0.9 point something that had, like, items and stuff and, like, an extra content. Like, it was an actual, like, content patch. But, never came out. Announced. I think the guy, I remember asking the guy about it, like, 5 years ago or something, 4 or 5 years ago, and he was like, well, I want to wait, and he's like, he was actually trying to like push to release a 1.0. He's like, well, I don't want to have like more betas running around the internet, like I want to wait until I can have one good release. And then he never did. So I don't know if he even still checks that Twitter account. I might try to bug him about it. Yeah, probably not. Probably not likely to be successful. I do wonder if he still hangs around the Katawa Shoujo general threads that somehow still exist. I mean, it gives his gives his name and trip code, so if he's there, find him. Anyway, here's the other character. Okay, this is what Kenji does. Just like mirrors your angle. So he's like pretty neutral as things go. Yeah, the nurse. He says straighten up, and he straightens up your angle. Very on brand. Okay, yeah. Flash game by Brent. Thanks to... I don't recognize all these names. I don't know who Doomfest and Nickel are. 4LS is 4 Leaf Studios. They made Katawa Shoujo. SDS is Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei, the anime that Roomba song was from. That is not hashtag K-S. That is the Katawa Shoujo IRC channel. DJ Fresh is the one who did Gold Dust, which is the multi-ball music, and whoever made Nanaka Crash is whoever made Nanaka Crash. So, there you go. Katawa Crash, it's a game that I played years and years ago, and then again today. Alright, we'll try to return to our regularly scheduled streaming tomorrow. See you then. Bye.